Hello there, all you lovely witches and seekers. It's Ryan again, Dark Winter Moon. And for all of those that are new to the channel, welcome. And for all of those that are returning to the channel, welcome back. I created this channel for us to discuss all things witchy and magical. So whether you're new to the craft or an advanced practitioner or somewhere in between, there's something here for you. And today what I wanted to share with you is a guided meditation for self-love with the Goddess Aphrodite. But before we get into that, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for all the ways you support me. You have no idea how much it means to me. And for all of you that support me on Patreon, a very special thanks. I'm working really hard to build exclusive content on Patreon to share with the Patreon community. And I would absolutely love for each and every one of you that are watching to join the rest of us on Patreon. I'm working really hard to add exclusive content to Patreon, so please watch until the end of the video. I'll be sharing a very special preview of some very special Valentine's Day love magic I'm working on just for Patreon. So now let's get to the self-love meditation. Self-love is so important, and self-love magic is so important in witchcraft. One of my favorite self-love quotes is from RuPaul. She says, "If you don't love yourself, how the hell can you love anyone else?" Truer words have never been spoken. Self-love is very important to us in order for us to be whole beings, but not only that, to attract love into our lives if that's what we desire. So as within, so without. If we do the self-work love inside, then we will manifest love for ourselves without. And the work of self-love usually involves some deep shadow work to resolve past pain and trauma that we hold. It's with all of these things in mind that I have written this meditation for you all. So how about we get into it? Okay. Now find a position sitting or lying down and take a few moments to ground and center. If you need help with this part of the process, pause this video and watch this linked video on the chakra meditation. It'll help you get more grounded and centered. Once you've done that, hold the intention of being present in your space. Any noises and distractions, just accept them as part of the experience, acknowledge them, and set them aside. Now take 3 slow, deep breaths. In and out, in and out, in and out. Feel all of your stress and tension drain out of your body. Just let it all go. Now, slowly you become aware that you are floating weightlessly in darkness. You're perfectly content, perfectly warm, perfectly relaxed, just floating there. Enjoy this moment and just spend a moment enjoying this state of perfect relaxation. And as you're floating in this perfect, relaxing, warm darkness, you slowly start to hear the sound of gentle waves lapping on a shore. And slowly you realize that you are floating on the waves of a warm, gentle, dark ocean under a moonless sky dusted with uncountable, crisp, brilliant stars. And as you float in this gently, feeling the waves lapping against your body, in and out, your foot brushes gently against soft sand, and you realize that the tide has carried you to land. But you don't move, you just stay in your relaxed state and continue to let the waves carry you closer into the shore. The waves sigh in and out, and slowly you come closer and closer to the shore. And so next you feel your hand brush against the sand, and then your body, and gently you are laid to rest on the beach by these waves. Take a few more moments to listen to the waves and feel them rise and fall about your resting body. Now you slowly lift your head, and before you, enthroned in beautiful seaside splendor, is the goddess of love, herself, Aphrodite. Decked out in full lusty raiment, seated upon a great seashell, crowned in iridescent pearly perfection, she smiles at you with a benevolent knowing smirk, and her eyes penetrate deeply into your soul. She knows all about you. She sees everything about you. She beckons you forward with the wave of her hand, inviting you to recline before her on soft velvet cushions in every color of the rainbow. And as you make yourself comfortable, settling yourself down, she starts to sing to you. And the song she sings is about you. She's telling you about yourself. And as you listen, her singing washes over you and through you like the dark, warm, soothing waves of her ocean, revealing to you things about yourself, both hidden and unhindered, both known and unknown, that live deep within you. And as she continues to sing and reveal yourself to you, you notice a warm golden light start to appear between her upraised hands. And out of this light resolves a special object just for you. This object represents one of the objects that stand in the way of you learning to love yourself. It's one of your blocks. She holds it out to you, and you reach up and take it. Again, the glow appears between her hands, and another object resolves. This is another block to you learning to love yourself. And again, she hands it to you. One last time, the glow appears between her hands. And one last and final time, she hands you an object, a block standing in the way of you learning to love yourself. For a few more minutes, you sit before her and meet her penetrating gaze. And then you hear her speak in your mind a special message just for you. Her message delivered, she points to the dark starlit sea that brought you here. You turn to follow her finger, and when you turn back, she is gone. Now take your gifts and walk slowly back into the sea. Feel the water growing deeper and deeper as you continue to walk. The objects you carry float next to you on the waves. Gently, the dark waters lift you off your feet, and you feel yourself slipping back into the comforting darkness. Spend a few more moments floating in this darkness, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Now write down the objects that Aphrodite gave to you and her message for you. Refer to them when you need guidance on your self-love journey, and she will continue to guide you. So mote it be. Well, thank you all so much for joining me on this meditation. I hope that it helps you in your own self-love journey. And please feel free to repeat it as many times as you feel is necessary for you. And please let me know how it goes. Drop your comments below. Ask questions. I love to read and answer them. So if you need help, a little more clarification, hit me up. And as promised, here is what you have to look forward to on Patreon. First of all, I've uploaded some very special sigils that deal with self-love and love of all types. So I've got the self-love sigil, I've got the lover sigil, the My Beloved sigil, the Best Friends Forever sigil, and the Soulmate sigil, all now available to my patrons on Patreon. In addition, I have created a very special lover spell for you all to try out just for Patreon. This spell is meant to bring you and your lover closer together, or if you don't yet have that special someone, to draw them to you and to spark the work to help you define them and to attract them to you. Well, there you have it, everyone. Blessings of love, abundance in love, finding self-love. I love you all. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day week and a blessed weekend. Blessed be. Mwah.